Take a look at Hyundai's newest EV. This is the 2023 Ioniq6. You'll remember the Ioniq5 was like a small crossover. This is a four-door sedan, and it has some interesting design cues that I think you're gonna like. It's a little bit Porsche-ish in the front and in the back. We'll take a look at the back in a second. But it really is very different from the Ioniq5. It's going to be very different also from the Ioniq7 SUV that's going to come out later on. First of all, take a look at these pixels here. This is a continuation of some of the design features that they had on the Ioniq5. Ioniq is hard to say several times in a row. But here you can see these little squares right here. It's kind of a digital, futuristic type of design cue. Down here, more pixels, these little squares. Also here embedded in the headlight cover. And then all over the car, really, we've got some back here on the side mirror. And then back in the back. Take a look at this tail light. This is what happens when you stop. This whole tail lights up on the fin. And then more pixelation down here. It almost looks three-dimensional, like it could reach out and touch you. Let's take a look at the trunk real quick while we're back here. More pixels here on the dot. It's surprisingly deep. This is a longer and wider vehicle than the Tesla or the Polestar 2, the Tesla Model 3 and the Polestar 2. So it's a little bit bigger. It feels really roomy when you're inside. And the seats can be pushed forward as well, so you have even more cargo space. Let's take a look inside. Here in the back seat, as you can see, I've got plenty of room for my legs and feet. Actually, I'm 5'5", so this seat here is set up for me. So if somebody's sitting behind me, they'd be pretty comfortable. I like that there are USB-C ports right here. There's two of them. There's vents back here, so it's not going to get too hot. There's a little cubby space down here. That's the thing. Some of the cubby spaces are quite small, but this is a nice little pocket for a phone. And there's another pocket right here. And there's another one right here, but it's really made for single-use plastic bottles, really. You can't fit a soft drink in there. You can't really put like a Yeti or things, water bottles that people carry around. One design feature that I think is really cool, I love the way this is textured here, almost like corrugated cardboard, but then it has what looks like an airplane tail that evokes that spirit of aerodynamics that this whole car is all about. Inside the cabin, it is luxurious, but not too luxurious because the price point's between $41,000 and $58,000. This is the top of the line limited, but throughout you can see it's got the pixel themes here. We have this little, what they're calling a winglet that looks kind of like an airplane design. And then all the textures are very nice. Here I appreciate that we have buttons for some of the functions. Interestingly, the window buttons are here in the center instead of on the door. And the reason for that is so they can keep the doors nice and slim to give you more feeling of width and room inside. Here on the touchscreen, you'll see it's nice and big. It's very clear. All of your controls are right here. You have to go here to get to your seat heaters and ventilation and your steering wheel heater. But if you want to get back then to the radio, you have to go back in and push another button. It's a little bit of getting used to, I think. The hazard buttons right here, nice and large, easy to find. I really appreciate that. And then this is the gear shifter. It's kind of like Volkswagen uses it with the ID4. If you want to drive, you twist it to the right, to reverse, twist to the left. And this shows off how good this camera is. Look at the quality of that. It's so bright and clear. I feel like I can see all the way around very nicely. It doesn't have that fisheye kind of appearance that isn't always the best. And then I can change the angle if I want to and see over the top. It looks great. As you can see, the door storage is pretty slim. I can fit my sunglasses up here. There's some storage down here. But there's a lot more space here in this middle console area. The cup holders are large and can hold different sizes of cups here. We've got a little cubby space right here, console space underneath there, and then there's a place, a flat place for me to put my phone, and it's textured, which I like, again, with that pixel design. But under here, this is where you can really fit a lot of stuff, and it stays out of your way because it's got a lip and it's got some grippy kind of material on the bottom to hold your things in place. You could easily put a couple of purses there, definitely wallets. You could put a tablet or laptop, or I say, fill it from front to back with snacks. With a sharp looking design, really nice aerodynamics, good power, very good range, and an excellent price point, I think the Ioniq 6 is going to do very well. Definitely check it out.